What's up, everyone? My name is Abby Allen. Pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I'm a third-year kinesiology major here at Cal Poly. Today, we're going to be talking about fun things to do around campus, around SLO, in the midst of a pandemic. Of course, we know that right now things are different than they normally are, so we wanted to talk about what students are up to right now, kind of just different things that you can get involved with around campus safely. So, first things first, we're going to talk about on-campus things. Exploring campus is a great place to start when you're trying to figure out fun things to do around campus. You can walk around, find your favorite new study spot. You can explore all the different buildings we have. We have a couple of hidden balconies on some buildings. It's just really fun to get to know your campus further and just kind of a good way to check out all the different things that we have going on at Cal Poly. You can also check out our new Vista Grande dining structure. It's beautiful, especially on the top floor at sunset. It's a really fun place to go take some pictures with your roommates or different friends that you're hanging out with. Of course, on campus, we also have a lot of scenic areas. Cal Poly is beautiful, and it would be wrong not to explain some of these to you all. So the first thing on the far left there, that's actually a picture of my friends and I going to Poly Canyon my freshman year and hammocking on some of the structures from the Design Village competition. So there's a lot of architecture students that make projects there. We have a couple different competitions that go on throughout that department during people's freshman years as well as their senior years. So there's a lot of structures just to go climb on, hang around, hammock on. It's a really fun time and it's cool because you can just walk there right from your dorm. Another thing is we also have the Cal Poly P hike. That's that second in photo right there. And pretty much you can just hike up to this. It's not that taxing. It's like around 20 minutes. You have a beautiful view of all of SLO and the whole valley, all the three different biggest peaks like Madonna and Bishops. You can also just see so much of Cal Poly from up there. So it's a really fun hike to do and it's right on campus. We also have another hike called Serenity Swings. That's that next photo. It's pretty much a swing on top of a beautiful hill in the rolling hills right behind Poly Canyon. So if you keep going past all the architecture projects, you keep walking, you're going to get to Serenity Swings. It's awesome up there. Another thing we have is a rose garden at Cal Poly. It's actually right outside the Orfalea College of Business building. And you can just go out there, sit on a bench, enjoy the koi pond, just kind of get some peace and quiet there. That's personally one of my favorite spots to study. So there's a lot of scenery at Cal Poly to be explored, and sometimes you just need to walk around and find something new. Another thing we have that's super fun to go explore is Alex G. Spanos Stadium. This is home to our football team, soccer team, rugby, all those different things. They all could be found practicing here sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to walk by and just get a glimpse at what's going on with your teams and then makes supporting them virtually that much more fun. So this is a photo of the 2019 UCSB versus Cal Poly men's soccer game. I was actually there, sitting right there in that stand, and it's so much fun. It's cool to just kind of go there and know that like games are happening even when there aren't fans there right now. So it's fun just to kind of get to that atmosphere and feel like you're supporting your team in a way. Another thing we have is you can take a long, nice walk, or you can drive over to the Oppenheimer Family Equine Center. This place is so cool because there's so many horses. I actually have two friends that are in a horse class right now. They get to go groom them, they get to ride them, learn how to take care of them. And you can just go and enjoy the horses' presence as well. You can just go check them out. Maybe you'll get a chance to feed them. Who knows? It's just cool that we have so many animals on campus. And on top of not only having horses, we also have cows. I think the cows are the cutest thing ever. Cow Poly is sometimes called Cow Poly, no pun intended. It's really fun because there's so many pastures on campus that you can just walk around and sometimes you'll get to see a cow and walk up and say hello. It's one of my favorite pastimes. So I love that we have so many animals on campus. It really just makes for a fun environment to be around all the time. And then, of course, we also have a lot of our buildings. A lot of our dorms have a lot of cool meaning, but especially our newest housing community, Yakitutsu. This is actually part of the Yakitutsu Yaktohini Northern Chumash tribe of San Luis Obispo County. They helped Cal Poly make this entire design for these dorms. It's really cool because a lot of the different lands around Cal Poly County or San Luis Obispo County are actually from Yakitutu. And it's really cool just to see kind of how the layout matches all of those different communities. So it's really fun to learn about that history and something that's super important to us as well, that students know how to pronounce all the different names, and just kind of know the cultural ties that Cal Poly has to the land that our university is on. So it's really cool to educate yourself on that as well. All right, now we're on to our off-campus things. So San Luis Obispo, that's where we are. It's where Cal Poly is. It is just the ideal spot to be during a pandemic because there are so many things to do outside in downtown, all around the county. So we're going to dive into all those different things right now. All right, San Luis Obispo. In the county, we have 126 hiking trails. That's absolutely insane. You could never get bored hiking here. Hike with a friend, hike social distancing with your masks, whatever you want. And there's always a new place, always a beautiful area to go and hike. So it's really cool. We have so many options for outdoor activities. We also have an insane amount of beaches here. We have 10 beaches within 10 miles of our central coast. So, for example, I live 10 minutes from the closest beach. So I drive over to Shell Beach, it's called. And then right next to that, 5 minutes away is Avila Beach, another 5 minutes, Cayucas, and they're all just in line with each other. So it's cool because you can do a beach day and drive down the coast and hit all these different beaches and see all the different towns, which is super cool. Another thing about San Luis Obispo is that it is 60 to 70 degrees year round, sunny. It's beautiful. I'm sitting outside right now. I love it because it's just sunny, even though it's January. So the weather makes being outside super doable. And a place that you want to spend a lot of time is outside. So that's super fun. Another thing that we have is our downtown area is awesome. There are so many fun shops. There's always something going on down there. There's always a street performer. When we have our farmers markets on our Saturdays now, we still have those going on. There's just so many cool things about our downtown as well that you can explore. So with that being said, we're going to talk more about the Central Coast. Just being able to be 10 minutes away from the ocean and some of the most beautiful terrain around here is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite things to do is go to the beach with my friends and explore somewhere new, maybe walk along a part of the coast that we haven't in the past, check out a new beach town. A lot of students also like to surf. So like Shell Beach, for example, and Cayucas, those are great places for surfing, as well as Morro Bay. Everybody likes to surf next to the big Morro Rock. It's a really fun area to be at. Also just like a cool place to have a beach day and go explore the different tide pools, maybe jump in the ocean, get a little cold. It's a really just awesome opportunity, especially in this time of a pandemic, to be able to be outside and on the coast all the time. So that's what I love about being able to explore the Central Coast and being so close to all of that. Another thing, this is possibly my favorite thing to do ever, is explore different coffee shops. I'm such a coffee fanatic that I feel like it's only right to share with you all that there are amazing local coffee shops in SLO. Not only in our downtown, I am like a 2-minute walk from our downtown right now. I could probably hit 10 to 12 different local coffee shops, which is incredible. This one right here is Scout Coffee Shop. They're awesome. There's just so many options for coffee and tea drinkers as well. So I think it's fun to be able to go grab a coffee with a friend. You can grab your coffee and then go on a hike, or grab your coffee and then go to the beach. So there's a lot of different variations you can do with these shops as well. And all can be done safely with masks and distancing as well. So that's a plus side, of course. Another thing we have, if you're into history, we have our historic mission. And this is right in the heart of downtown as well. So it's actually right next to a bunch of restaurants. You can just walk into the Mission Plaza here and learn all about the history of the mission. I think it's really interesting. To just kind of know some of the roots of SLO County and how it came to be. And the mission is just such a beautiful structure to look at that it's really cool to get to learn about some of the history behind it as well. So that's another cool thing you can do in downtown. We also have something that's a little bit further, not exactly in downtown. It's like 10 minutes from campus. It's called the Madonna Inn. You might have heard from it. It's kind of infamous for its completely pink interior and design. It's a really, really beautiful place to be at. You can go grab a bite to eat. You can just go walk around. You can go to their gift shop. You can just check it out because it's really cool to learn about some of the history behind this place too. Because it's kind of funky. It's really fun to go there. I actually went a couple weeks ago with my sister who came to visit, and we got to get a slice of their infamous pink champagne cake. It's huge. They give you huge slices, and it's really, really good, covered in white chocolate, and it's beautiful. So you definitely have to get one of those if you are curious about the Madonna. Another thing, lastly, I do want to touch on volunteering. So, of course, we are in the middle of a pandemic. We probably all have a little bit more time on our hands because we have this virtual world aspect that we're dealing with. So, having time to volunteer, I think, is a really sweet attribute, and something that is widely available in SLO. There's always places that are looking for help. For example, this is our cat shelter on campus. It's actually run by someone who is a Cal Poly alum, and a lot of Cal Poly students volunteer there. Also, a lot of people in SLO County come to volunteer, which makes kind of for a super sweet community around there, which is awesome. And also, I am involved personally in homeless outreach. So, just being able to volunteer in that aspect. We also have something called Growing Grounds. That's another type of volunteering aspect where you can do some gardening. There's always places to be volunteering. So, that's not another thing to do if you have some free time and you're looking to just meet some new people. All right. So thanks so much for listening to this, everyone. If you want to know more information, you can visit all of our social media pages. We have an Instagram that's popping off, as well as our YouTube. You can check out some more videos like this one. And we hope you enjoyed this, and see you next time. Bye.
Hey there, thank you for watching the video. Please share any questions or comments down below. Go ahead and click here to subscribe, and to watch more videos, click here. If you want to sign up for a virtual visit, or if you want to talk to a student or staff member, check out our website. Link in the description. Thank you for watching.